Welcome back to Run the Prompts on YouTube, everybody. Are you tired of AI generated content that doesn't match your unique writing style and voice? What if I told you that there's a new way that you can mimic your writing style almost effortlessly? Well, that day has come. We haven't talked about Claude AI yet on Run the Prompts, either on YouTube or on the website, but that has changed. Today will be the first time that we're going to do it. And the reason is because of this new writing style feature from Claude. Now, in this video, we're going to teach you how to teach Claude your writing style, or anybody's writing style, your competitors, famous brands. We're going to get into that too. You're going to want to stick around to see that one. And why this feature is such a big deal for marketers, writers, entrepreneurs, and really anybody who writes things with ChatGPT, which includes students. So before we get into it, the problem this is solving is that mimicking a writing style in an AI tool like ChatGPT or Claude has been very difficult and very hacky ever since the beginning of the modern day ChatGPT 2 years ago, in my experience. And it's been a series of different prompts and custom instructions and hacks to try to get it to be as close as possible to a specific writing style, usually my own writing style, unless I'm going for a different style at that time. So the fact that we finally have an official out-of-the-box feature on a major AI platform like Claude that does this for you and makes it very simple is a pretty big deal. So that's the problem this is solving. And we're going to jump into how this is done and how you can do it. Right, guys, we're in Claude now, and I'm going to show you where to get this writing style feature. So you just go right here to this drop down and go to create and edit styles. So you'll see that these first three are presets. So concise, explanatory, and formal. Feel free to experiment with those as you will, but those come right out of the box from Claude. And the ones below this are ones that I've already created. So what we're gonna do is create a new one. So just go to create, and then you can just paste in a sample of the writing that you're trying to mimic. So in this case, I copy and pasted a sample of runtheprompts.com copy into this. And keep in mind that whatever you're using for the sample that you want Claude to mimic, you want to make sure it's something that really is the style that you want to mimic. Okay, I know that sounds kind of obvious. It's going to take all the information you paste in into account. So let's say you have 5 paragraphs. One of those paragraphs doesn't totally fit your style, isn't really that great. Go with the 4 paragraphs instead. So only use what makes sense to use. In this case, both of these paragraphs, I'm just doing this for an example, but both of these paragraphs are really nice examples of the writing style. So if you are a competitor of Run the Prompts and you want to copy Run the Prompts style, go ahead. See what happens. So copy, paste, and then go to create style, and you'll see that Claude gets to work and it's analyzing your writing. There you go. Corporate satirist. Probably didn't pronounce that right, but whatever. So we're gonna call this RTP2, and we're gonna save it, and now we can just use the style. So we got RTP2 selected, and we're gonna go with create landing page copy for a new exciting product called the ejector bed. So let's see how it does with that. Redefine your mornings, literally. Okay, this looks pretty good. The science of awakening. Your new morning starts with the push of a button, or rather, the push of you. I like that a lot. That sounds kind of like Run the Prompts. Ejector bed, wake up, stand up, take off. I'm impressed. Good job, Claude, good job. So you can do that with your own writing style. You can do that with your competitor, like I mentioned. You can do that with your boss's writing style. If you hack into her email account, don't do that, please. That was a joke. Now let's try out Apple. So what I did here is I went to Apple's website and I went to their Apple Watch Series 10. Looks pretty cool, no affiliation. And then I got this really awesome web content copier extension for Google Chrome. You should too. It's totally free. Again, also no affiliation. You just hit this very bright button called Copy Content. You copy it, and what it's going to do is it's going to copy all the text from this page. And then you simply go back to Claude and you would dump it right in the way we did the RTP2 style. But because I already went through that, I'm going to show you what it's like as Apple. So let's create a landing page copy for an exciting new product called the ejector bed. What would it sound like if Apple wrote it? World's first intelligent sleep evacuation system that transforms your mornings from a mundane struggle into a precision engineered awakening. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Adaptive wake up mechanism with customizable launch trajectories. I mean, this is totally something that Apple would say, I think, for a product as ridiculous as this. Aerospace grade ejection technology, integrated safety protocols. Yeah, high performers, morning. Yeah, I like it. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is editing. So you can go to the style creator. Let's go to Apple, go to options, go to edit style manually, and you can see exactly what Claude thinks of this writing. So marketing copy that blends technical precision with aspirational storytelling, emphasize product innovation, blah, blah, blah. So after it went through the example that you gave it, it came out with this. And you can edit that to be whatever you want. If you want to make it a little better, tweak it, give it a different example. So you can see the user examples right here. So very cool, customizable, gives you a little summary here of what it thinks this style is. And you can also just press this button to get a quick example of what it can. We're gonna hop into Old Spice as our next example. So we got Old Spice right here. This is how Old Spice talks. Smell confident. Let's go back. Smell confident, get more awesomeness, more smellingness, and Old Spice exclusiveness than ever before. So what I did is I actually took that and then I took buy a manly amount and save money as well as my other example. And then this other boring stuff like free shipping when you spend $15, I mean, that doesn't capture the voice, which goes back to that point I made where you don't just want to copy and paste everything, probably. You want to be a little bit more selective on what you take as your example, okay? So we go back here and we can see what was written about Old Spice by going to the styles and then clicking here. So playfulness, bold, exaggerated product positioning. And see, that's the example. Playful, energetic language that emphasizes product benefits through witty, slightly absurd phrasing. Again, you can edit that to be whatever you want, but we're gonna go back here and we're gonna use the same example just so you guys can see how much different the writing styles really are by switching between these three very distinct, very different styles. So create landing page copy for, okay? So this is how it might look on the Old Spice webpage. We got the ejector bed, wake up or get launched. Mornings, weaponized. Imagine this, your alarm hits, instead of a wimpy buzzer, you get launched into your day. This is pretty good, guys. Pretty good, pretty good. And as always, guys, when an AI tool gives you something to use, do not copy and paste it verbatim. Please use your brain, edit it up, make it your own, and you'll have a bigger impact by doing that, trust me. So just don't use it verbatim and you'll be good. By the way, also disclaimer, do not violate copyright law. Do not violate any laws. This is for educational purposes only. I selected these two, Apple and Old Spice, as an example. I am not going to write like Apple or Old Spice for anything that I sell or anything I put on my website ever, and neither should you. So just make sure you're following all of your local and state and regional laws. and that's up to you to figure those out. But just think about this, guys. Okay, you could have a style for your business, you could have a style for your writing style, you could have a style for whatever, anything. Let's say you're rebranding, okay? So you're rebranding your company and you're going from this really serious, boring writing style and you want to rebrand and be more playful, more edgy. You can find another brand or a competitor that's more playful, edgy, put it into Claude, get some writing samples out of it, and then all of a sudden you have inspiration for the way you want to write and the way you want your new writing style to be for your new branding. So this is a really great tool for marketers. I cannot stress that enough. There's already a tool out there that does something similar. It's called Jasper. No affiliation. Again, I've tried Jasper. I wasn't that impressed. Personally, I'm very impressed with this. I know some people have tried it and they're not really that impressed with it yet. That's fine, to each their own, but I'm definitely impressed with it for sure. Guys, the holidays are right around the corner, including Christmas. So if you haven't gotten anybody something for Christmas yet, I highly recommend that you consider getting them a subscription to Venice.AI. You can get 20% off right now with promo code RUN20. That's again, 20% off with promo code RUN20. Venice.AI is uncensored, it's private, and it's incredible. And for a 1-year subscription with the code, you're only going to be charged $39. So a very reasonable price point to get someone an awesome, very creative gift where they can literally ask the AI anything and it's hilarious. You can get so many different cool use cases out of this, things that ChatGPT cannot do and will never do because of all of their restrictions and all of their BS. So check it out, Venice.AI, or click the link. So to wrap this up, guys, mark my freaking word, ChatGPT, Google, all of them are going to copy this feature. It's just not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So get ahead of the curve and start using it. I don't use Claude that much, honestly, but I'm going to be using it more just because of this feature. That's how cool I think it is. So if you guys like this feature, let me know in the comments section below. If you found any amount of value from this video whatsoever, it would make my day if you clicked like on this video, or if you simply subscribed. Subscribing is always good. We like it when people subscribe to us. We're up to 114 subscribers. We love all of you. So if you want to join the group here at Run the Prompts and start running the prompts hard, go ahead and subscribe. You're not going to be able to withstand the amount of excitement you're going to have after you subscribe. Your life's going to be better. So we'll talk to you guys later. Remember to run the prompts and prompt the planet.